world, Shadowblade here with a new episode of Factorio with Angels and Bob mods. When last we left, let's see, we set up our automatic loaders going on, and so now we're really wanting to look at getting into the metallurgy aspect of things. And so what we're going to do here, I started a little bit because for some of the stuff we need, we're going to need some clay bricks. So I started doing some stuff over here with this. Basically put down a seafloor pump. A seafloor pump. Couple of washing plants. And basically what this is you're churning up muddy water. You're putting it in here. You're adding pure water to purify it with each of these washing plants. And so what ends up happening here, and we actually want this on this side, is we get, there we go. You can kind of do this little setup here where you've got it pumping through. And so this one turns viscous mud water into heavy mud water. This one turns heavy mud water into concentrated mud water. This one is light mud water. This one, and we're using copper pipes because they're size 5. The smaller the size, the faster they flow. I suppose we could do something like this, just daisy chain it along. So this one was making us light. This one will make us thin. And then one more to make us I've also been researching some of the advanced smelting for some of our stuff, and I just knocked out all of the red only things. So now that we're into the red and green, is there anything specific I want? I don't think so. Chlorine processing. There's a bunch of this stuff that we'll have to take a look at that we might need later, but for now, let's go with like the military thing. Sure. And there we go. So now we've got all of these things doing their thing. This is making the thin mud water. This is making light mud water. And all of these things you'll see makes this mud. I think that's all it is mud. So when we look at what it takes, I'm just going to keep going with kind of the main stuff. What it takes to make a clay brick, which is this here, is we need these unburnt clay bricks. And then we just cook them to make clay bricks. Well, the unburnt clay bricks require clay, sand, and lime. Okay. So if we go back up to our water treatment here, we can see limestone, clay, and sand. So the sand is made with thin mud water, the limestone is made with light mud water, and the clay is made with concentrated mud water. Seems easy enough, right? Thank you, guys. And so what we can do, I did do it backwards. Maybe when I'm down here. There we go, because we want the up here where the water is. So what we'll do is we'll take, these are made in the same type of deals. So we'll make 3 more of these guys. Did we make? Yeah. Okay. So basically, it's these guys. So if we go like this, and this, and this, we can kind of do some fun stuff here. So we'll add our water, add our water, add our water. And I'm really hoping that that's where the water's supposed to go in. Snag some chemical plant. Okay, so for here, we want clay. Yes, perfect. Do I squeak through? I do. Okay. Need to make some more of these pipes. And there we go. So now we've got everything we need for the clay. And all we have to do is hook up these guys to get pretty much everything we need for the rest of it. This is going to be the limestone, and this is going to be the sand. And then if we want, we could make even one more of these guys for saline. I'm going to have to remember to edit that out. That was loud and obnoxious. Sneezed in front of you guys. Sorry. Couldn't hit the mute button in time. Okay. Like this and like this. And so this thing will make saline water for us. Put these up here like so. And there we go. Now we're making clay. We're making sand. Unfortunately, the limestone is a bit dumb. The limestone we have to convert again into lime, which takes one of these blast furnaces. Yeah. So we'll make a Mark II blast furnace. And we're going to pick up some of this mud. The reason which will be apparent here in just a moment. Okay, so from mud, you can actually make landfill. Which is important because I want to bring this coal over this way a little bit. Because these annoying blast furnaces require fuel. It's dumb, like I said. Okay. And we want it to make lime, and in order to make lime, it simply needs this stuff. And some fuel. And it makes lime and this. Oh, snap. Alright, hold on. We need something for this. We need this, which requires this. So while this will make lime for us, it also makes carbon dioxide. And we barreling pump. There we go. All right, so now that we have all the components for this little bit of lubberly, we need to, I think we just use a regular factory for it. So we'll put it like here. Let's do like a flare stack. We need this flare stack. We'll do something like this. And we'll say drop off there. You go there. You will go there and there, like a so. And we'll power it. And we're going to say you are going to make this. Good. And then we need what to make this? We need a furnace. So any furnace? Okay. Same crafting speeds. Yeah. Perfect. Let's get back to this. Are you serious? How to do this? I know. We'll go like this maybe? Like we do something like this. Let's go like this and like this. And then our box can go right there. This will go like that. Nice. And sure, we'll just do a long-handed inserter here for this guy. Where is this? This is what we want. We want better furnaces. It won't matter for our... There we go. It won't matter for our smelting and casting, but it will matter for some of these things that still require this. And now... Oops, missed one section. We've got clay bricks being made, which are important because we need them. However, we're going to have to get rid of our stuff down here. And did I make a flare stack yet? We need one of these. One more storage tank, I think. And what this will do is this will flare off any excess gas that this makes, which is good because I'm just now realizing we probably don't need this second one. All right, so we've got clay bricks being made, so that's important. How's our power doing? We're all right. Eventually we can do that, but we're going to have a big backlog of this mud going on here, which we don't want. This, I'm just going to bottle up some of this saline water because for some reason I think I remember that I need it for something else. But for this other stuff, what we'll do is we'll bring this over here. We'll use a loader because it's silly. Give us a steel chest. And we will dump that into there. And then we'll snag up one of our assembling machines here. Excellent. We'll plop that there, and with this, maybe not. Oh, what is that made in? Hold on. Oh, that's here. We'll say landfill. And we'll have a little landfill chest here for whenever we need landfill. Which may or may not happen. But for now, that's our little setup. So you can see it's kind of like a pyramid of clay brick. So now that we have the clay brick, the reason we were doing that is so we can make some of these things. These ore sorting facilities, the ore crushers, we only need stone brick for, but that's okay. So let's get some of these being made here. We'll get both of those, 2 of those, and then we need more stone brick and basic electronic boards. Not a problem. Oh, the other thing we need to do is we do need to get a greenhouse online. What is that? Glass, I think? So we need the sorting so that we can make glass. Uh-oh. Let's give these guys some carbon for fuel. I need to get that thing that sorts. Oops. More inserters. So here's another way to make landfill with just stone. But since we have that other thing, I like that better. Gas processing. Concrete. Steel metal mixing furnace. Blue algae. I'm just trying to see if there's anything we specifically need right off the bat. I don't think so. So let's just keep going with this stuff. Okay, so we got the stone brick. What does this need? Oh, we need regular stone. So let's grab a couple stacks of that. Because what we need, I think we made 2 of these. We're going to want 8 of those. And now we just need... Oh, I wish it was taking it from the bottom. Okay. Let's get things we're going to need in here. There we go. We're also going to need loaders, but we'll have to pick those up over here. The reason I said we need the wood is because the wood is running out, which means our circuits over here aren't being produced. And that's no bueno. You can see we're almost out. Although we have made 50 of those guys, which is nice. Sure. We'll just have all the inserter options. So let's snag those. They're in the good spot. Good. We're out of iron for those guys. How are we doing copper-wise? Copper's fine. Snag a few stacks of that. What are we missing? Some steel. Okay. I made sure to make a bunch of steel just in case. That is here. So we'll snag some more steel. Oops. And pocket crafting all this crap takes quite some time. Alright, pick up this other landfill dealio. And then let's come over here to where we're going to build our thing and start laying down the blueprint. So this big area is going to be our refining. I figured we would use this area right above this to do our whatchamacallit, our sorting. So if we come in, you see early casting, early refining, early sorting. And here we go. Let's move this. Let's actually start it a little higher so that we can continue to do our power along that line. And we'll plop it. Yeah, we'll plop it right down in this early area. Now these were made with the Mark 1s, so you can make them with the Mark 1s, but typically by the time you have loaders, you can make the Mark 2s, and so it's like not, I don't see any purpose to not do the Mark 2s. We are going to need a number of these splitters for this design. We're going to need some of these power poles. Oh, wow. I'm canceling all this junk out. There we go. Hooray. Uh-oh. Mistakes were made. We'll make a couple of these while we run over here, but these circuits take so long to craft that might as well just run over here and snag some of them. Yeah, like 250 should be sufficient. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put these guys in here, in their spots. Boom, boom. You can see kind of the way that we stagger them allows for a very clean and nice looking, at least I think it's nice looking, little V-shape dealy-wom here. Kind of cool. And we do the same thing with this guys, except they're bigger, so they take up a bit more space. Boom. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and craft us up a couple of these guys just to make the connection. And it's all awesome. We're going to set these guys to crushing sapphirite. Now, these are Mark IIs. These are Mark IIs. You'll notice that the crafting speed on these are twice the crafting speed on this. Well, this does 2 of these things per second, and this uses 4 per second. So we actually need twice the speed, or twice as much of this stuff as we do for this. So it's been made so that the crafting speed is twice as fast, so it should balance out in the end. So what we need to do here at this point then is redirect some stuff. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of this junk. This was doing... I think this was doing stuff. Yes, copper cable. And get some copper. This was for us to make our cool little semi-bots, nanobots. Nice. But what we want to do is we want to redirect this ore up to and remember I said we picked up 50 of these loaders and we used 49 of them. So quite a bit of stuff. But this will now go up into that coolness and start doing its thing. It'll start sorting stuff out and it will be amazing. And you can see it starting to go through here. We don't have enough throughput to get everything running. As far as ore, we don't have enough ore throughput here. So we may have to go look for some more ore patches, things like that. Maybe build a train network to build all of that into here. But for now, we've got the beginnings of this going through, doing what it's supposed to do. Now... you can see what's happening over here is we're starting to build up actual copper ore and iron ore. So we will start redirecting these into various refining areas to use for our ultimate smelting. But all that's going to have to wait till next time because we are out of time. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please tap on the like button. It helps me out and helps with the channel. And if you really enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already for more content. But leave me a comment down below. I'd like to hear from you. Yeah, until next time, I've been Shadowblade. You guys stay sharp